Well, hey, Earth signs. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Sending love and good energy to all y'all. If you're new to the channel, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you like the content I make, please feel free to subscribe, like, and share the channel. Much appreciated. Also, if you're looking for the June monthlies, they are on Patreon. There's also a separate tier that we're adding today called the Pathfinder tier, which is about all of the extendeds from the morning messages that I do that have to do with the spiritual path. So if you'd like to get that content, that's where you find it, Patreon. All right, link is below. In the extended of this, I will do an extended content reading on this reading, and we will be talking about the blocks to overcome and also any zodiac signs that do show up. And where y'all going? All right, so let's see where we're going here. We are about to enter a triple eclipse corridor, June 5th to July 3rd. Going to be a birthing of sorts. The energy is very powerful. Mars, moon square to Mars, which is about impulsivity. It's about, Mars is rah. So what I mean by that, it is just this powerful masculine energy of action that can be rather it's an unknown as to where it lands. So it can be a little bit overwhelming, especially with a square to moon, because your moon is your heart's desire. And that is squaring Mars. So people wanting to have their heart's desire met. Impulsive. Okay. All right. So we've seen a lot of that. Definitely. Choose the path of love. We are all one. All right. Let's see where we go here. Feel free to swap around the characters. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where we go here. Blessed. Wheel of Fortune has shown up a lot today. This is the Fates. Go the distance. You will soon be waking up to the path in a more important kind of way, like I've got to do this, right? Kind of a way. Like you might have been sort of casting around for your path. We do a North Node class on this channel about finding your purpose in your life. It's right in your astrology chart. But sometimes people are like, okay, well, I see that, I get that, I intellectually get that, but this is not about intellectually getting it. This is about being presented with an opportunity to expand into that energy and be on your spiritual path, your purpose. So many more people are awakening right now on the planet that a lot of us who have been on the path for a while, it really is about helping them, a path of service, helping other people as they awaken to their path, right? Holding the torch, being the lighthouse, not the storm. We've talked about that a lot on this channel. All right, so let's see where we go here. Be the lighthouse, not the storm. Standing for love. Ten of Swords. The good news is something is done. Wow. 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Okay, so this is about some hardship, financial hardship, not wanting to see it, really blocking your vision. 5 of Pentacles. Let's see where we go here. 7 of Pentacles. Put a lot of time and effort into something, and it's being blocked. So you're going to have to learn something new. Okay, and you are blessed. You might see this as a negative, but I see this as a big positive. You're being given an opportunity. The fates are rolling out the red carpet for you to get rid of something that needs to go. You betcha. Ace of Swords. This is being more in alignment with your true self, your true spirit. Wow. Judgment. Being called. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, having to leave behind. Wow. Okay. Your calling is here. Your calling is here, my darling. Look at this. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, breaking the chains, letting go of something. This could be, I mean, there's a lot of energy here of difficulty. Okay. Could have held on too long to a job or to a career, and that really needs to change now. The good news is, though, that this is really your mission, being called and taking a leap of faith into the mission that is in alignment with your truth. Why you're here. All right, why you're here. You have really planted the seeds for this for a very long time. You might not realize it. You could be working on some side hustle or working on working on your spirituality, because this is definitely a calling. It doesn't mean, I mean, people, a dentist, being a dentist is a calling, right? Like, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to be Gandhi or something like that. However, I do feel like it does have some kind of inspirational, spiritual connection, right? Like, think about the Blues Brothers, right? They're a band. They're musicians. They've gone down a bad path, right? They're in jail. Jake was in jail and all this stuff. And he has a, I know it's a goofy movie, but he has this moment where get the band back together. And that's going to be some kind of, it's almost like he doesn't really know why, but he's doing it because he feels called to be doing it. And it turns out it is a path of helping other people, and also they help themselves by doing that. And it's just this thing of like, it's not logical, right? The Fool is not logical. The holding on to the past is you're holding on to a thing that you have in your head that makes sense. This is very earth energy. It's like you're here to do something. There's a thing that you're here to do. And you may have closed your mind to it because you're not wanting to see it. But the universe is going to nudge and nudge and nudge and nudge and nudge until until you can't not do it. Taking away things that had made you complacent. And so then you can walk this new path. All right, I am not seeing any other signs here, although I do see elemental air. Fool is elemental air. Let me see here. Nudge, 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 nudge. King of Wands, Aquarius, wow, Libra, Six of Pentacles. Okay, so sneak preview. Look at this. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a fire sign. Remember I said elemental air. So in the extended, I'll look at all the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then there's fire signs too. You could be becoming, right, going from the Page of Wands up to the King of Wands by answering this calling. King of Wands is typically an entrepreneur. It has something to do with justice. It has something to do with healing. All right, that's what this is. And look at this. You are being called to help other people. So you're going to be given the resources to be able to do that. So if you're holding on to a job or something because, this is the old block of wood kind of, oh, well, I gotta, no offense intended, but like the old responsibilities or the old way of looking at your work is going to be closed off. And so now the new way of looking at your work is going to be more philosophical, more about the balance of power, even more about justice, gaining justice for people. You could be moving into some kind of career where you're inspiring people and helping others who are trying to gain justice. I mean, some of you could be becoming lawyers, some of you could already be lawyers, but it really is this Aquarian vision that is coming to you. Okay, this opening of your mind that has been closed off for a while. It's just like Jake Blues. I'm on a mission from God. I mean, Jake Blues, by all intents and purposes, is not a good guy, right? We don't typically think of a guy who's, kind of, bumping through life. He, blows off people. He's blown off band members. He does mean things to people. And all of a sudden he's like, hey, come follow me. And they're like, why should I? You're kind of a loser or kind of a jerk. Not a loser, a jerk. And then they see, and they do follow him. Because the energy is different. You're coming from a new energy now. You're coming from this energy, enlightened energy. Wow. You're on a mission. You're on a mission. Wow. Okay. Are you ready? Because this is taking up the sword of inspiration. I feel like this is an inspirational thing that you're doing, and it's a mission of service, okay? To be helping others. Connected with a fire sign or an air sign here. Okay, I will look at those in the extended. I'm going to continue with this reading. If you'd like to continue on with the content, the link is below for you. If you'd like to find, that goes to Vimeo. If you'd like to find our Patreon site, the link is also below with that. Okay, so I will see you on the other side.